So everything that he spoke and made gives back praise to him. We're supposed to do the same thing. We live today in what many call the me generation. The me generation is considered selfish, short-sighted, self-indulgent, and ungodly. People in our society tend to think primarily of themselves and their interests and have a dim view of serving others and embracing community. It is not good for society, and it is not good for the church. What is the cure for this me generation disease? Certainly, a big part of it would be praise. A greater Godward focus. If we can begin our theology with God at the center instead of on the outskirts, understanding the greatness of God's power and that His Word began it all, then perhaps we will rebuild our lives around Him instead of around ourselves. He must fill our minds. He must fill our hearts. He must fill our lives. Without the breath of His mouth, we have nothing and we are nothing. God is the center of life. We owe our being and life to His creative power. He must be acknowledged first of all. So you have to acknowledge who He is. And when God rescues us through the cross, we become a people who worship and serve Him forever. When God rescues us through the cross, God values people. He values us so much that He gives. God is what? What does the Bible say? God is love. God is love. Love may require you losing some things. Love gives. God gave up His Son because He loved us so much. He sacrificed Himself for us. And it's like you can determine what people value based on what they give. The reason why I say that, look, when we, and I'm gonna get back to this, but when we look at King Solomon, the Bible said he was what? What kind of man was he?
Very rich.
Very rich, and what else? Very what?
Very wise.
Very, very wise. He was supposed to be the wisest man ever that lived. Okay. Solomon understood value. So much so till when the Queen of Sheba came and visited him and the order that he had in his kingdom and how things were set up, she fainted. Okay, now look at how wise Solomon was. Y'all remember in the scriptures when it was these two women and they both had babies? Mm-hmm. One woman had the baby one day, and then 3 days later, the other woman had a baby. Mm-hmm. And in the middle of the night, one woman rolled over on her baby, and the baby died. And what she did was she took the baby, and she switched the baby with the other woman's baby. Mm-hmm. So that when the other woman woke up, she had the dead baby, and her live baby was with the other woman. So when she stared at the baby the next morning, she said, "This is not my baby." See, now back then, the king's act functions as judges too. Mm-hmm. So Solomon, who was king, functioning as a judge, because God is justice. God is just, right? This lesson is about being righteous and just. Okay, it's about our righteous and just God. Solomon, who is a man of God, they brings this case before Solomon. The two women are up there and they're just going for it or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And both of them saying, "It's my baby. It's my baby. No, it's my baby." And where is that at? Somebody, let's find that. This is too good.
Kings.
I don't know. Let's find it. Y'all, whoever find it first, put that down for a second and help me find it.